Welcome to the T-Pac Arcade. Today's game is Low G-Man for the Nintendo Entertainment System. In this 1990 action platformer from Taxan and Kid, the Low G-Man warrior is sent to save humanity from our own robots, which were reprogrammed by evil aliens to, well, kill us all, naturally. Now the full title of this game is Low G-Man the Low Gravity Man, which sounds redundant, but at least it mitigates unwanted confusion. Don't want anyone thinking your protagonist is, like, low on vitamin G or something. I don't even think vitamin G is a thing. But if it is, our hero probably has plenty of it, because he's crazy athletic. Got hops for days. Fully powered up, you can jump like 3 screens high. But oddly enough, this overpowered jumping mechanic isn't the focus of the game. That honor goes to the 2-part attack system. See, Low G-Man does have a gun, but it only stuns enemies. You have to jab them with your spear to actually destroy them. And you do that by positioning above or below, and holding the direction pad up or down while pressing the action button. It's a little clumsy to get used to, but rewarding once you get the hang of it. There's even a risk-reward element here, since enemies who get stunned then speared only drop items like 10% of the time, while unstunned enemies who get speared always drop items. And you want those items to refill health, increase your jump, and upgrade your stun gun to a triple shot. Just don't grab the red poison, because those will drain your vitamin G. Not fun. Everything else is fun though. There are 5 levels here, each broken into bite-sized stages and boss encounters. First level is a series of canyon and factory stages where you fight multi-faced rotating fireball-spitting robots, plotting armadillo robots, or maybe it's more like a turtle robot, I'm not quite sure, and a spiky floating machine with a helmet on top. Then you go through an Arctic and water-themed level with ice cube sliding tank bots, spastic sharks, a tentacle thing that drops pointy icicles on your unprotected low-G noggin, a whirlpool with an unsettling emotionless face riding on top, and a wiggly crustacean that, luckily, won't shoot at you as long as you don't move too far up the screen. Level 3 has a big winding bug cavern, an outside volcano section with a new breed of unsettling emotionless floating faces, a mossy vertical ascent with more bugs and stuff, and finally a big machine that punches you with orb arms while you try to attack a little armored dude in the middle. Please stop punching me, I'm trying to skewer this little dude's shoulder pads. Level 4 has more warehouse-style environments, a super tedious boss fight against a humanoid spider that you have to stun from the other side of a wall because he's always dropping red poison, and a new take on the big machine that punches and shoots at you while you try to skewer a little dude in the middle. Except this time, the big machine has teeth. Or maybe ribs? I don't know. But there's definitely some sort of undefined anatomical stuff going on here. And the final level features a teleporting axe demon fight, followed by a gauntlet to the big boss. A huge organ thing with deadly bubble pustules, fleshy fangs, and a combination of our 2 favorite things up to this point, a little dude in the middle who also has an unsettling, emotionless face. The boss fights here are incredibly tough, but your saving grace is the sub-weapons. Low G-Man can collect boomerangs, bracket beams, bombs, and fireballs to use in place of the stun gun. The more you collect, the more their firepower is upgraded. But you've got limited ammo, so it's best to save the good weapons for the hardest bosses. If you don't have enough bracket beams to take out those bubble pustules on the final boss, things are gonna be rough. Not only because they're super hard to destroy, but also because I'd rather not look at huge squirming bubble-shooting flesh pods any longer than is absolutely necessary. All that is to say, Low G-Man is a brutally difficult game, especially considering it requires 3 increasingly challenging playthroughs to get the good ending. Even though the game offers unlimited continues and passwords, I used save states because that let me keep all my power-ups and set extra checkpoints. Also because I have no patience and I'm bad at video games. It's worth noting that there are 2 hidden levels in this game, but I won't spoil them because I never found them. The most novel aspect of Low G-Man is obviously the 2-part stun and spear attack system, but it's also pretty unique that the game lets you temporarily commandeer vehicles from enemies. A robo-walker that shoots missiles, a hovercraft that drops bombs, and also substitutes low gravity for no gravity, nice, and a neat spider pod that has no attack but damages enemies on contact. And also has a really cool scuttling and jumping animation to it. Which brings me to the aesthetics of Low G-Man. These are some of my favorite graphics on the NES, hands down. Everything feels cohesive even across environments, and the enemy designs are all super unique and well rendered with great 8-bit detail and colors and animation. Just look at that crab boss crawling up and down this tunnel. It's just so cool. Terrifying, but cool. The music is pretty great too, but the audio effects are the best part of the soundscape. Nothing better than that rolling damage sound when you really sink your spear into an enemy's frozen carcass. Brrr. Oof, that sounded way more graphic than I intended. Anyway, my favorite part of Low G-Man is rescuing hostages. Not because I'm an altruist or a hero or anything, but because they give you bonus items. I'm in this for me, dude. If I could change one thing here, I'd like the game to run a little smoother. The scrolling is choppy and the frame rate seems pretty low. You do get used to it after a while, but it hurts the presentation a bit. Overall, Low G-Man is one of those games that's really worth your time if you can get past the clunky learning curve of the mechanics. and if you're willing to cheat like me. I mean, I probably wouldn't have gone through all 3 loops if I didn't really enjoy it. Plus, I feel like I certainly got my fill of good old vitamin G.